Hello, good morning. I am Enoch Nidudu, GH10207006, and this is my data integration assignment report. This data set that I worked on or I have here was filtered from our world in data of the COVID-19 pandemic, which is on Kaggle, and I extracted the Ghanaian data sets and worked on it out of the COVID-19 data set that we have over there. Okay, so first of all, let me give a brief introduction of whatever I'm doing here before I go over and say anything. Okay, this project represents a comprehensive data analysis of the COVID-19 statistics for particularly Ghana, I aimed at understanding the progression and the impact of this particular pandemic in the country Ghana. The analysis leverages an Apache Spark, which is a powerful big data processing framework within the Google Colab Cloud platform. And the core objectives for this is to process and clean the COVID-19 data sets. Secondly, I have performed the exploratory data analysis using the SQL queries. And this generates an insightful visualizations that reveals trends related to infection rates, fatalities, and vaccination progress. Okay, this project employs a client-server based system, which is the Google Colab, where the notebook interacts with Apache Spark, which runs at the background. Now let's continue. Okay, so first of all, what I did is on my platform on the Google Notebook, what I first of all did is I made sure I uploaded the data set of the Ghana COVID-19 data set, which I named it as Ghana OWD, meaning Our World in Data CSV. And that is the first thing that I did that we can see over here. That's what I uploaded, and that is the data set I'm going to use. After I did that, I started the second one by trying to set up the environment to be able to, or that set up the environment, which is the Apache Spark, which is going to help me do the work that I'm about to do. So here I installed and configured the Apache Spark and its dependencies into the Google Colab environment here. And this is very good for handling big data because this data that we are going to work on is very, very big. And this is the data that it's extracted for me, and we have a lot. So after that, I have to now clean the data and process it. Sometimes the data that is being presented sometimes has missing or wrong information. Therefore, this particular program cleans it so that we can have a complete and a correct data information that we will be able to use for whatever we are doing here. So I think after it's been done, this is what we just have over here. Okay. So now, after the cleanup, now I have to now try and analyze the data using the Spark SQL. Yes, using the Spark SQL to be Spark SQL capabilities to query the datasets and extract the key statistics to summarize the findings. And this is being done by the system using easy questions or simple questions like how many new cases did we have? What's the average number of daily new cases? And how many deaths? So this is that particular area. This is what um, the analysis did over here after cleaning the data set. Now we define the clean data, and now this is where the SQL queries came in to analyze the data for us. So this is the data that we generated after analysis. Yes, after analyzing it, this is what we have, and we can see for ourselves the dates. The new cases are over there. The average new cases are also over here. The dates and the specific dates, the total deaths and all those things. Now the deaths with more than 100 new cases, we also have them here. After we are done with that one, now we have to now find ways and means to visualize it. And here, we converted the data into formats compatible with popular Python visualization libraries, which is the Matplotlib and Matplotlib, yes, and the Seaborns, to produce a graphic that clearly illustrates the data patterns. This shows the rise and falls of the cases and vaccination progress. And these are the commands that we used, which generated the cases and everything for here, over here. Yeah, so we can see it. After that, the output delivery displays and analyzes the results in visuals within the notebook interface for easy view by showing or displaying the graphs to see and tell the story that the data tells. And I think we can see them over here, how skewed it's went, how the data, you see everything, like, so it's here. Now, so I think after this, we have to talk about the implementations. How did I do this and how did I come about this? So first of all, the implementations, like I said, at the early stages, what I first did is I made sure I uploaded the data. That is the Ghana data set. After I did that, I uploaded, um, I installed the dependencies, yes, that's the Apache Spark, which is required by Java to download and unpack the Spark software and set up the environment to enable the Spark functionality. That's the second thing that I did. And the third thing that I did is I started a Spark session to provide the interface for processing the data, in which after that I loaded and cleaned the data, that the CSV data that I loaded onto the Spark data frame. And when I did that, I ran the SQL to be able to, clean the data, register as temporary SQL tables, multiply SQL tables, queries that are performed to calculate and filter them out. After that, I converted the data into visuals. And this is what we can see over here. All right. And this also handled errors. That's where the system managed the possible irregularities by skipping and then adjusting to data plot the data and also ignore the ones that are missing. So this is what we have over here. And this is my notes that I have under a little bit. And when I was doing this, some of the challenges that I had was setting up the Spark Collab. This thing usually runs the Spark usually requires a Java and specific environment to configure, which is already not on the Collab. So we're here, then this is where I need to install them. And handling missing data also. Incomplete data inquiries could also compromise the data accuracies. So it was also a bit challenging. So I think after we did everything, I had some good results that clean clean and processed and filtered out the incomplete records by leading to a reliable data set for analysis, and also the SQL query findings, which I also have over there. Yes. And also now we have the visualizations, which gives us a clear um, diagrams and graphs and plots that will let us see whatever we have as visuals. Yeah. So literally or generally, this project effectively demonstrates how the Apache Spark integrated with Python data science libraries in a cloud environment, which can be used to analyze the Ghana COVID-19 dataset. The combination of the Spark, the combination of the Spark, the combination of the Spark processing and pandas with the Matplotlib and Seaborn for visualization enabled a robust and a clear exploration. So in the future, what I think we can do is we should implement more advanced analysis such as the predictive modeling or machine learning to forecast trends, also scaling the system for larger sets, yeah, data sets, and also develop interactive visualizations to allow users to explore the data dynamics, adding users input options to customize and also enhance error handling, address unexpected. So so far this is what I have for my assignment. Thank you very much.